yes. Oh, what a good boy. Thank you, Mr. Milo. I love you so much. You're my best friend. Thank you. Well, hi there. I'm Professor Dan, and that was Mr. Milo. He's my best friend. And he may look like an ordinary dog, but he's not. He's a science dog. And what makes him a science dog? He's always asking questions. He loves to ask questions. And if you like to ask questions, why don't you come along with us? We're getting ready to head to the classroom and learn some interesting stuff. So come on. Hey, well, hi there. Thanks for showing up to the classroom. You know what? We're going to learn a couple things today. So, do you know what me and Milo were talking about this morning? We were talking about his food. Well, let me show you. All right, Milo, time to... What? Why is there a green Skittle in your dog food? Where'd you find all these green Skittles? I don't understand. All right, so go ahead. You'll have some breakfast. There's your 2 cups. Okay, there you go. Hey, what do you mean that's not 2 cups? Yeah, it's 2 cups. I always give you 2 cups. What do you mean? How much is a cup? He wants to know how much a cup is. So, well, let's head up to the classroom and we'll find out. Okay, so that's kind of what happened when we were giving food. And well, as a matter of fact, here's his basket we were getting his breakfast out of. So we were oh no! Oh, gross. There's a dog hair in his food. Do you think I should take it out? I think so. I wouldn't like dog hair in my food. Although he's a dog, he may not care, but let's take the hair out. Ew, you can't see it, but trust me, it's a long white hair. It's his. Okay, so here's what we were talking about. He was asking me about how much food I give him, and like I said, I was giving him 2 cups. So with 2 cups, I give him 2 of these. This is what we call a cup. Now, actually, what we measure things with, out of the way, is called, voila, a measuring cup. Now, a measuring cup, it's kind of cool. You've probably seen one of these at your mom's kitchen, your dad cooking, grandma, grandpa, someplace. So these are measuring cups. They're usually made out of glass so they can go in a microwave or you can put hot things in it and it won't melt. But a measuring cup is so important because there's measurements on the side, whereas Milo's cup here doesn't have any measurements. But this cup does. So let me show you a different cup I have here. It happens to be a cup that I put a piece of paper in so you can actually read the numbers. Now, it's really important to know, for example, this measuring cup, it shows 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup, 3/4, 1 cup. This cup even has 2 cups in it. It measures 2. So this is really handy when you got to measure a lot. So with this cup, you can measure things like, wait, hold on, there's other measuring cups. So we have these, right? We got these 2 measuring cups, which this one happens to be plastic, so you don't want to put anything hot in it, but that's beside the point. We also have measuring scoops. Now, a measuring scoop is kind of special, and let me show you what one looks like here. Okay, this here is a measuring scoop, and as you can see, it says 1 cup. Nice and big, easy to see. That's good. So, measuring scoops are used for different things rather than a measuring cup. A measuring scoop is good for certain things, like I said. For example, let me show you. Now, we have, like when you're measuring things, sometimes things pour. Here, look. These are what are called lentils, which is basically, it's a bean, except this one's orange. So it's kind of cool, it's fun. So I can take it out, maybe, let go, there we go. So these are nice because you can actually, I'm going to take this piece of paper out of this so we can see it. So what we can do with this is actually take the cup and we can pour the lentils into the cup, which makes it really easy to see. So there's, you always shake it to level it off, and there's a cup, 1 cup of lentils, okay? So sometimes though, you have something you can't pour, and it's kind of hard. And let me give you an example. Oops, wait, there's a lentil in there. They're so pretty. Okay, so I know. Here, like this is a bag of flour. Now flour doesn't pour very easy, so sometimes to get things out, you need a scoop. And that's what the scoop is for. So with this, you can actually, here, let me show you. With the scoop, you can actually take it and scoop out flour. Because flour doesn't pour out of a bag, but you can scoop it out and, what's that? You see what that is? That's a Skittle. How did a Skittle get in a bag of flour? Oh, Milo, I don't know what you've done. So, you take it and you scoop off the top to make it level, so it's exactly 1 cup, and then you can pour it into the bowl. You can tap it out, real easy. So, that's why scoops are really handy. It's really hard to get a cup down in the bag, plus flour just doesn't pour. It kind of falls out in big blobs. So you don't want that, okay? So flour is always good to scoop if you have one. If you don't have a scoop, well, hey, what can I say? You work with what you got. You got to use a cup, and you got to pour it in really carefully, okay? So I've made a little bit of a mess. Let me clean this up. Okay, so flour is good. So my mom always told me to clean up as I go. So I have a cup of flour here. We'll save that. I'm back. I didn't go anywhere, I promise. So I'm making a mess. Let me get this. And I'm going to clean up my mess because, again, my mom always told me clean up as you go. So I have that cleaned up. Great. Now, what are some other things you can measure with a measuring cup? Let's put the lentils away. Close it. Cool. Well, here's another thing that sometimes you can do. Anybody know what this is? This is rice. So now rice, you can get out with a scoop, or better yet, rice, you can actually pour rice. So let's put our cup over here. All right, and now, oops, let's turn it around so you can see. There we go. So now we pour the rice in, and say you need 3/4 of a cup. We're going to put in 3/4 and shake it like that. And as you can see, it gave me exactly 3/4 of a cup. Okay, now, as you can see, rice pours. It's easy, it's not like flour. So we can put that back in. So, we've kind of talked a little bit about that. Oh, the measurements, that reminds me. Measurements are so important because I've got stuff going on everywhere. So, measurements, let me show you. Now, let me get this. Very good. And everybody should always smile and be happy, because when you smile, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel so happy. So it's always nice to smile. Sometimes you don't feel like it, but if you can, you should, because it's really good for you. So, but you know what we're going to do? We are going to erase a smile. So, see? Gotcha. All right. Gone. Just that easy. Smile gone. So, on our measurements, we talk about 1/4 and 1/2 and 3/4. Well, here's what these numbers look like if you're not sure. 1/4, 1/2, 3/4. You can't see it yet, but I'm going to show you. Voila! Easy, easy peasy. That is, wait, something here's not right. That's better. So, as you can see here, what 1/4? 1/4 always looks like this. There's a 1, a slash, and a 4. Got it? Good. 1/2 is 1, a slash, and 2. And 3/4 is 3, a slash, and a 4. Got it? So those are the numbers that you see on a measuring cup. So let me put this over here, and we shall move on. So 1/4 cups got. Sometimes on a scoop, it's really cool because a scoop is what they call dedicated. There's only one size. And as you can see, this one, it is 1/4. It can't hold a 1/2, it can't hold 3/4, and it can't hold 1 cup. All this can hold is 1/4 of a cup. So if you fill this cup all the way up, it's exactly 1/4. Then there's other ones. There's like this one, which is 1/3 cup. Again, fill it, it's 1/3. 1/2, and as you saw, 1 cup. So that's how these work. These are all individual, whereas a big cup like this shows you 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, and 1. So just different ways you can use a measuring tool. So next, oh. Do you know what these are? These are, wait, I always want to try to do this. Wait a minute. Not going to work. I tried. So these are spoons. The small one is called a teaspoon. The big one's called a tablespoon. And this is probably what you have in your house. A teaspoon and a tablespoon. Now sometimes measurements call for measuring small amounts. And that's what this is for. This is a whole little unit, and it's called measuring spoons. These are measuring spoons, and they give you all different measurements. So when you're making things, for example, let me show you. Anybody know what this is? This is a bag of chocolate chips. So if you want to make chocolate chip cookies, you get a bag, and it has chocolate chips. And then inside, or I should say on the back, gives you directions. And do you know how you make chocolate chip cookies? According to the bag, the directions, very important. It takes 2 1/4 cups of flour, and it takes 1 teaspoon, which is what this is. 1 teaspoon, you can see the number on there, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon, again, of salt. And it takes some other things in there too. But that's why it's important to have measurements of units. Units of measurements. You should have a way to be able to measure. And that's what the measuring cup's for. And measuring spoons. So, very important that you guys understand. Oh, here's another thing. Wait, where's everything? Here. So, I need to do this. Again, we're going to erase magically the numbers. Okay, numbers are gone. So, it's very important to understand when you see on measuring spoons, they have teaspoons and tablespoons. And they use an abbreviation. An abbreviation means they use some letters to make a big name smaller. Because if you try to put the whole word teaspoon on this, it won't fit. So when you cook, they use this. They use TSP. And that stands for teaspoon. Voila! TSP is teaspoon. So if you ever see that on a measuring spoon, it says TSP, TPS. Anyway, these 3 letters, TSP, it's short for teaspoon. Got it? Good. Next, there's another. Oh, got it. Didn't go far. Doesn't have legs that are that long. Okay, so then we have, what do I have? Oh, tablespoon. So tablespoon is very important. It's done abbreviated because it's so big. So it is TBSP, which is tablespoon. And a tablespoon is bigger than a teaspoon. And you can remember that because a table is bigger than a cup of tea, right? Right. So TBSP is short for tablespoon. So if you see TBSP, the B is what changes. Okay, so tablespoon is what you need. And that's bigger than a little bitty teaspoon. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So don't need that now. Gone away. Okay, so that's what these do. So how much exactly? Well, let's look at something here. Let's do this. Let me do, here. Let me show you how much a teaspoon is. Actually, let me show you how much, cinnamon. I love cinnamon. Do you think Milo likes cinnamon? We'll find out. Okay, so let me do this. I think he will. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm in trouble if he doesn't. So, okay. So 1/8 teaspoon. What's that look like? Let's find out. Let's put a little thing in here. We put it full and then we wipe it off. So this right here is 1/8 teaspoon. That's how much 1/8 teaspoon is. Okay? Now let's look at something bigger. Let's look at a tablespoon. How big is a tablespoon? That's a lot. So let's look at what a tablespoon is going to look like if I can do this without making a huge mess, which I always make a mess because I am so sloppy. Oh, what do I do? Here, let's do this. Sometimes you got to improvise, which means you just kind of make it up as you go. So we're going to do this so I don't spill it everywhere. Okay, there. So we level that off. Okay, now I have 1 tablespoon. How much is a tablespoon? It's this much. It's a lot more than 1/8 of a teaspoon. That's a whole tablespoon. So you can see it's a lot bigger. All right? So that kind of gives you an idea. When you work with teaspoons, it's little. Tablespoons are bigger. Okay? Great. Now, what do I do? I made a mess. I'm always making okay, mess. Clean up. Clean up, clean up, clean up, clean up. Help me clean up, help me clean. Always help your mom or dad or grandpa, whoever you're cooking with. If you're cooking, help them to clean up. They really appreciate it because it's a mess if you don't. Okay, so we do that. Now, let me put, oh, look at that. Milo's going to like that, I think. So let me clean this up. Clean, 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 clean. Clean, 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 clean. Oops, clean, clean. Okay, don't tell Milo. I hope he likes cinnamon. I'm going to have a problem if he doesn't like cinnamon. Oh my. Okay, so I got that. I got this right here I need to clean. So it never stops. Let me do that. Let me do this because I'm going to make a huge giant mess, and I don't like a giant mess because then I have to clean it up if I make a giant mess. So I try not to make a big mess, just a little mess. Okay, I got that. Let me wipe this here off. It's good. It's wiped off. It's clean. So I say, okay, now as I say, wait. Okay, yeah, let me do this. What I do? Oh, here. Let me get a bowl. Very important. Bowls are good. Bowl. Now the other thing I told you we measure is sometimes liquid. So what happens? Well, let me show you. You may need to mix because cookies call for, this is vanilla, chocolate chip cookies call for vanilla. But it only calls for like, what was it? I think it was, let me see. Check the directions. Always follow the directions. Otherwise you get weird things coming out like elephants. And what you want are chocolate chip cookies. Okay, so it says 1 teaspoon, a teaspoon. This is 1 teaspoon. See, 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon. So now if it calls for 1 teaspoon, you're going to take your vanilla, and I kind of shake it up, okay, a little bit. And then what you're going to do is, this hasn't been opened. There's a little, can you, somebody look at this. They put aluminum foil over the top. It won't, okay, turn, don't look. Don't look. That hurts a lot. Oh, that hurts a lot. That's really hurting. There, I got it. No problem. Okay, so don't you do this. Let mom or dad or somebody, an adult, do it. So what you do then, you're going to take your teaspoon. Let me show you over here. Okay, then you're going to pour in till it's full, like that. That's 1 teaspoon. And then you pour it into your bowl that you're mixing, and off you go. But that's how it tastes. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, good idea. Thank you for reminding me. I don't know who did it, but thank you. So let me move this, and I got to do this, and I got to do this, and I got to do this because, oopsie, sorry, don't mean to leave you standing there. Does anybody know what this is? It's a gallon of milk. You're right on. Okay, so sometimes though it calls for maybe a 1/2 cup of milk. So what you're going to do is get your cup. It's kind of cool. Look at that. Don't do that at home. Where's my, oh, here. Here, I got to put that in here. No, that's not, I can't do that. No, I can do this. Okay, so I'm going to put that there, put this over here. This has some cinnamon in it. I don't want cinnamon. Okay, so now I clean the cinnamon out. So we have a nice clean cup, right? Right. Clean cup, we have clean cup. Clean cup. So we're going to do this. Now, if it called for, say, maybe, I don't know, 1/2 cup of milk, here's what you do. You're going to take your cup, and you're going to put your milk in it, just like this, and fill it up till it gets to right there at the half cup. Gotcha? Right there, 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup. Trust me, it says it's almost 2/3, but really it's 1/2 cup because I'm not holding the cup level. Got it? Good. So we can do that. that's how, if you need to measure liquid, you can use a cup or a teaspoon or whatever size you need. So let's put this back. This was the bowl that had the vanilla in it. So we put that in. Okay, good. Wipe this out. Okay. That's kind of weird. You know why it's weird? Because it looks clean, and I know it's really not because I didn't wash it. So let's do that. Oh, you know what? You know what I see? I see a teaspoon here. What are teaspoons good for? They're good for stirring things. And it looks like that there's a bowl here that has vanilla in it, a half a cup of milk, and it looks like there's even a little cinnamon in it. Huh. Smells kind of good. I wonder. Dare me? Oh, it's splashing. Try it again. It's like a bowl of cereal. No, actually, it's pretty good. It's vanilla. It tastes like ice. It tastes like melted ice cream, because it's got vanilla. You know, when your ice cream melts and it gets kind of milky, soupy, and you drink it. That's what this tastes like, because it's vanilla, which vanilla ice cream, and milk, which is ice cream, which is what ice cream is made out of. So it's melted ice cream, or it's ice cream that's not yet frozen. So it tastes kind of like melted vanilla ice cream. It's not bad. I don't know. You might check with your mom or dad before you try it. But it tastes okay to me. So let me put this over here, or over here, or over here. I'm not sure where to put it. I got stuff going everywhere here. Oh, over here, don't want to spill. Okay, Milo will drink that if I leave it down there too long. Okay, so we've done that. I've shown you how to measure. So you kind of got a feeling for things here. So now, do you think I was right with this cup of Milo's dog food? Let's get the scoops out of the way. We have Milo's dog food. And here's a cup. His cup. Here's a measuring cup. We fill it up. And would you look at that? It's a cup of dog food. Here, take a close look. He got a full cup. The cup says over here on this side, he got a full cup of dog food. So, we're going to put that back in. My wife's going to be upset I used her good measuring cup for Milo's dog food, but don't tell her. I'll wash it good, I promise. So, we do that. Okay, so we got that. So, sorry, here. I want to show you. So, I love these baby M&Ms, mini M&Ms, okay? So I had a test. I wanted to do a question with you. How many M&Ms do you think are in here? How full will it fill a container? So let's try something. Real quick, I promise, real quick. So let me do that. Get this off the table because I'm making a mess. I don't like that. Okay, so we're going to use scoops, okay? So let's take the scoops out here, and we're going to do this, okay? So here are our scoops. Get the cups here out of the way real quick. Good, perfect, scoops. Okay, so M&Ms. Which scoop do you think the M&Ms will fill? Will fill to the top. Which one would you guess? We have 1 cup, 1/2 cup, 1/3 cup, and 1/4 cup. Now which one? Let's find out. Try cup, 1 cup, didn't fill it up. A lot of space in there. So let's try 1/2 cup, see what that looks like. Ooh, that's better, much better. That's what that looks like. It's getting close, but you see there's still room. Let's try 1/3 cup. Uh-oh, wow, shake it a little bit. Look at that. What do you think? 1/3 cup? 1/3 cup might be it. It's all the way to the top. Let's try though. Maybe it'll fit in 1/4 cup. Let's fill the 1/4 cup. Oh, they're jumping out. Quit! They're abandoning ship. Abandon ship. Uh-oh. Now, when you see that, it's too full. Got it? Too full. It's over the top. Because you always want to make sure that you knock off the top. Now it's even, but the problem is there's a lot out here. So it looks like 1/3 cup of mini M&Ms is how many that fits in one of their tubes. 1/3 cup. Got it? Good. All right. I have more to clean up now. So let's put them in the 1 cup because we know there's extra room in the 1 cup. So we're going to get that cleaned up really quick and out of the way. So, uh-oh, that fell off. Let's do this. Got it. That's good. I save these. I love these little things. They're so fun to play with. I like to put water in them and then put a little Kool-Aid in and shake it up, and then you can, don't tell your parents. That would get me in trouble. So, okay, so we've done that. So, now I've shown you guys how to measure things, right? With a measuring cup. We have a measuring cup, correct? You know how to use a measuring cup, right? Good. You know how to use, where'd they go? Measuring spoons. So you can help measure. So here's the deal. Hopefully what you've learned through all this stuff is how to measure things. And it's important to be able to measure things because when you can measure, you can follow directions and you can make things like chocolate chip cookies, like brownies, like muffins, like pancakes. Because on the box that you get that out of, there on the back of it are directions of you use 1/4 cup of milk or 1/2 cup of milk or 2 eggs and 1 teaspoon of salt. It all is on the back. And if you can read and understand the directions, you can make anything. That's why it's so important that you understand how to measure things. So here's your assignment. Next time you see your mom or dad, or maybe even ask them, say, hey, I'd like to make some chocolate chip cookies. Can you help me? Because I need you to turn the stove on, but I can measure all the ingredients and put them together. So that's what's so cool. You've now learned how to measure things, and when you can measure things, you can help people, and you can help yourself. So, here. Now again, I found a green Skittle in the flour bag. See my green Skittle? Ooh. Don't know how that got there. I think Milo did that maybe. I don't know why. But that raises a good question. Have you ever wondered, maybe? I have. Okay, this is 1 cup, right? There's 2 cups. This is the big 2-cup measuring cup. Now, if we had 4 cups, which is 2 of these big ones, full of Skittles, you tell me, how big a pile would that make? How big a pile? Do you think it'd make a pile maybe this big? Like this big? Or maybe this big? Or this big? I wonder why. Well, what's this? Did anybody see this? There's a string from the ceiling. I wonder what it goes to. Well, why don't you guys help me count to 3. 1 more. I guess that's 2. 1 more is 3. To 3, yeah, double check. To 3, and let's see what happens. Skittles, 4 cups of Skittles. How much is that? 1, a 2, 3. That's a lot of Skittles. Okay, so I'm going to be picking up Skittles for a long time, it looks like. So, hey guys, thanks for coming to the classroom. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. And maybe by the time you come back, I'll have this all cleaned up. So if you guys had a fun time here, please hit the like button and subscribe. So next time me and Milo learn about something else, you can join us. So I hope you guys had a lot of fun. And until next time, don't eat too many Skittles. Bye-bye. Favorite ball in the whole wide world? Give me your ball. Come on, Milo. Give me your ball. Give me your ball. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, give me your ball. Give me your ball. Go get it. All right, well, Mr. Milo wanted to say bye just like me. So, bye-bye, everybody.